Okay, we are back with some more Please Be Happy, and I'm so laggy. Also, I did just, as soon as the last episode ended, I was like, I'm gonna do one more. It's probably gonna be a little bit on the shorter side, but I just want to play more. Okay, just don't judge me. I said I was gonna go to bed, and I lied. I lied only to myself and you guys. It doesn't affect you guys at all. But anyways, with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into it. After spending a bit more time, also, yeah, last episode was the super heavy stuff, so yeah, just in case you didn't see the last episode, I don't know. Sometimes I talk about what we did in the last episodes, other times I don't. I don't know. It feels weird being back and doing Let's Plays. After spending a bit more time walking around the gardens last night, Juliet and I went back to the library, and Aspen took a bus back to her apartment. Once we got back, I fell asleep almost immediately, my brain finally getting some relief from all the emotions of the last few days. In the morning, once I go downstairs for breakfast, it's pleasantly familiar. Toast, eggs, and fruit like always, and conversation about books and work in Wellington. After cleaning up, but before Aspen
By the
departs,
way,
Juliet clears her throat.
Aspen, I do believe this weekend is a special occasion. Am I correct?
Ooh, special. Oh my gosh, is it a birthday? Is it a birthday or a holiday?
Ignore that until now, but yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wait,
Is it
what?
Aspen's birthday?
What happens this weekend? This Friday is my birthday. A little reminder that, like we just discussed, time won't wait for me.
Oh. That's fair.
Wow. Humans have parties for that, right? Are you gonna have a party?
Or we could just have like a little group hangout. Ooh. You don't have to be mean about it.
Not 12. I thought parties were a thing you got to do your whole life.
Yeah, exactly,
It's not
Miho,
fair that only
exactly.
12-year-olds get to have them. It's not like that. They're just one of those things that you grow out of. Why? Why what?
Why you gotta be boring? Just have a party. Her brows get some more creases, like she's trying to explain this as much to herself as to me, because Miho does nothing but bring up good points and is
Part of
based.
being an adult. You get older and older,
Uh-huh.
reach the real world, and then you don't feel like having a party, I suppose.
That's so valid. I haven't had like a birthday party outside of like some family stuff
When
for
you're
like
young, it's exciting
years.
getting older because there's so much you can't do as a child. Once you're an adult, you realize that what you thought adult life would be like isn't real. So instead of being excited that
Yeah,
there's cake
yeah.
and ice cream, you start worrying about how many calories are in each.
I feel like I'm being attacked. I feel like I'm being attacked so hard right now. Aspen, stop.
Never mind.
You know, Miho has a point.
See, Juliet's space too. Game. Hello.
She does?
Game.
I
Bump up.
do.
Yes.
You're never too old to have fun.
Yes.
As you both went out of your way to remind me. 25 can be just as much a reason to celebrate as 5.
I suppose you're right. For the record, I'm only turning 24. Thank you very much. Still, I'm not the partying type.
Oh my
Plus, I
gosh, she's
told
only
my
a year
parents
older
I'd
than
go
me. Oh
visit
my
them this
gosh.
weekend. Just for a day, mind. I'll be back well before 24 hours have passed.
Okay. Oh,
That's
almost gave me a
wonderful.
panic
I'm
attack.
sure they'll be overjoyed to see you.
I'm sure they will be, at least for a little while. I still wouldn't want to stay for more than a weekend, even without Miho to keep in mind. Longer than that, and my mum and I would probably go crazy.
That does bring up an excellent point, though, of like, how are any of these guys supposed to go on like a vacation without each other? Like specifically without Miho, you know what I mean? Like if they ever like are like, I would love to go on like a day trip or a 2-day trip somewhere, and then it's like something that Miho absolutely just would not. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be like too bad for like Julia and Miho because they don't really have to worry about wasting time because they have all of it. But for like Aspen, it's like, oh no, Miho and Juliet want to go somewhere for like a week. I mean, I guess they could just wait for. Oh gosh, that was about to get me so dark. I was going to be like, so if Juliet and Miho could go somewhere for like a week, And then Aspen would have to be like, I guess I have to waste a whole week of my precious life, going to a place I don't want to be to specifically stay with Miho so I don't forget her. But then I was like, well, I guess they could wait for her to die and then do the stuff that that Aspen didn't want to do. But that's really morbid. It's sort of like the opposite of a bucket list of like things to do when Aspen's dead. I hate that thought.
I'm not leaving Welly until late Saturday evening, though.
Welly? I'm not leaving
Do you
Welly
mind
until
coming
late
with me to the
Saturday
bus stop on
evening.
that day,
That's such
Miho?
a fun thing.
Just to be extra safe. Yeah, of course.
Yes?
Even without a party, would you let us treat you to dinner on Friday evening? We can go wherever you like.
That would be nice.
It could be a little
Thank
friend
you.
day. Oh my gosh, please. Please.
No gift,
Yes.
though. It won't be a party.
Oh.
That's easy, because they
You
wouldn't
butt.
know what to get you anyway. Where do you want to go?
I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you two know. Maybe you can come over on Friday evening, and we'll go from there.
Come over? Where?
Okay. I just realized we've never been to Aspen's house
My
before. Oh,
apartment.
this is exciting.
I do have my own place to live, you know.
That's not fair. She has her own apartment. I don't.
And, well,
Huh.
it isn't anything special, but I felt I should at least let you two see it. Only if you want to.
Of course I want to!
Yes.
I mean it. It's the definition
Yes.
of
Oh, Miho.
average.
Yes, let's
I'm not
go.
even sure if it can fit 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in a dirt hole for most of my life. I can handle anything.
Good point. You'll feel right at home then.
I'd love to come visit as well. Thank you for the invitation.
Great. I'll clean up and make sure the cats are on their best behavior. It's been quite a while since we've had company.
I
How
can't
many cats do you have?
wait!
Oh my gosh, please, how many cats do you have? The 3 of us chit-chat for a little bit longer until it's time for us all to split up for the
Do you
day.
have any plans for the day?
Not yet. Why?
I was planning to go see a movie soon. Would you like to
Yeah,
come with
yeah.
me? You're more than welcome to, of course, Juliet, but I imagine it's rather late for you.
Unfortunately so. I'll be up a while longer, but I wouldn't be able to make it through an entire movie. I hope that you enjoy it, though.
I understand. Miho? It's fine
Yes,
if
yes,
you don't want
yes,
to come
yes,
along.
yes.
The showing starts in an hour, so we'd need to leave soon. I prefer to get there before it's crowded.
Oh, whoa, wait, oh, wait, is this where, like, the split happens for the routes? Oh. I actually did a save for this, because I did hear that it happens around, like, chapter 4 to 5-ish, but I guess it's happening here. Oh, this is, like, one of the first times we've had, like, is this, like, the first time we've had a choice? No, it can't be the first time. It's probably one of the first times. This is, oh.
Sure, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go watch a movie with you, Aspen.
It's like watching a really big TV, right?
Precisely. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Have fun, both of you. Hope
Besides,
to
it
see you
sounded
later.
like this wasn't just we like, screw off, Juliet. I'm gonna go hang out with Aspen. We're gonna go on a date. It was more of like, I mean, it kind of sounded like Juliet was gonna go rest anyways. Also, I do just love, I love all 3 of them, but Aspen, she's my girl. She's my babe. All right, I love her so much. Honestly, after the last like 3 episodes, like, I knew that this decision was coming, so like off screen I was sitting there thinking about like, oh, I'm almost to the point where I need to like choose who I'm going to go for first. Like Aspen's like been my go-to since the game started, but Juliet's so good too. She's such a great character, and all her story like was hitting me so hard. So like the reason like I thought about it a lot off screen, so then when we got to the point of like needing to decide, I wouldn't be sitting here for the next 10 minutes going, what do I do? What do I do? And I was like, I think I'm just gonna stick with my guns, and I'm gonna go with Aspen first, and then we'll do the Juliet route next. And I'm so excited for both.
See ya!
Good night.
Click. Oh, we gonna go on a little movie date. I'm
Are
so
you
excited.
ready
Oh, I
to
didn't mean to click that. I'm so excited. With that, wait. With that, Juliet waves goodbye and goes to bed.
I am. So what
Aspen
earlier
leads the
in
way
the
outside
scene.
and down the road.
It's based off a book that I
The
read
girl
a long
reading
time
this.
ago. I should have mentioned that it's a horror movie. That won't be a problem for you, right?
She loves horror. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know, Aspen, S tier choice. I made the right choice. Listen, I love horror stuff and I love watching with people, but it's so hard to. Like, I started watching them with my aunt and uncle just because my aunt loves horror stuff. My uncle, not so much, but he tolerates it because he loves us. But it's been so fun watching it with her. So I'm like, oh my gosh, listen. I need me a girl who's okay watching horror stuff with me. That's all I'm gonna say. So as soon as she's like, hey, yeah, by the way, we're going to see a horror movie. That's like cool, right? I'd be like, yes, that is the coolest thing I've ever heard. That is the opposite of a problem.
What's a horror movie?
A scary movie. This one's about a creepy clown that terrorizes a small town.
A clown?
Oh my gosh, are they gonna
How
go
is
see
that
it?
scary?
Well, he's not a regular clown, although those are frightening enough on their own. You'll just have to see, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I didn't know you liked scary things.
I don't watch them that often, but like I said, I read the book a long time ago, so I already know what happens.
Oh, she's not. I guess, you know, that doesn't knock her down for being an S tier, but it's not that she's not a horror fan. It's just that she already read the book. Okay, you know what? That still checks out though. She's at least still willing to try it.
Translated to the screen. If it ends up being too
Honestly,
much for
also a
you,
base
just
take,
let
though.
me know. Not everyone has the stomach for these sorts of films.
Okay.
Also, it always blows my mind how tall Aspen is compared to Miho and Juliet. Like, Juliet's only a little bit taller than Miho, and then Aspen's like a bit taller than Juliet, so it's like she just stands like a full head taller than Miho. The movie theater is on the same street as the Bell House, but a lot further down. It's the one that Juliet showed me before. Back then I told her that I didn't think I'd be interested in scary movies, but here I am anyway. It's not something I'd go see by myself though. Aspen pays for both of our tickets, saying I can just pay her back later. We go inside through a pair of glass doors like the ones at the museum.
Of course. What do they have?
Well, traditionally you have popcorn
Oh, movie
at the movies.
theater popcorn's the
They also
best!
have candy and other things too.
Also, she looks a lot closer to Miho's height here. Maybe it was just like the last shot where she was like a lot taller.
Popcorn?
Sounds good. I've never had popcorn from a machine like that before.
Boys,
Let's change
we're
that
in.
then.
Aspen goes up to the counter and places our order while I wait nearby. A minute later, she approaches me carrying an enormous tub of popcorn. It's at least as big as my head, ears and all.
Considering how much they charge for it, it's only fair. Come on, let's go sit down.
What, not it being almost like $10? Huh. I follow her down a hallway and through another door where I finally get my first look at a movie screen. It makes my TV look like a toy in comparison. In fact, it's probably bigger than my entire room. We go up some stairs and then sit down in one of the back rows near the middle. Aspen holds the bucket of popcorn in her lap and grabs a handful, right as something starts to play on the screen. Immediately, my ears are assaulted by blaring music and booming speech. With the sound coming from all around, I instinctively covered my ears at first. I just imagine Miho just like screaming that out loud in the middle of like a packed theater.
Yes, but
I have to yell and make
it's like
myself
the
heard.
library. These are just previews for other movies that are coming out soon. But once the real thing starts, we're not supposed to talk. Although, it's not like there are many other people around that we'd be disturbing.
She's right. We're the only people in the theater in the theater right now. This must be why she wanted to see the movie this early in the day. Eventually, I get used to the volume level. I grab a handful of popcorn from the bucket to munch on. I'm surprised by how tasty it is. I slap my other hand over my mouth to shut myself up, which makes Aspen laugh. She leans over to whisper.
It's just good to know for the next time you see a movie.
Oh. Okay. This is really good.
We sit through a few minutes worth of previews before our movie finally begins. Aspen and I, mostly me if I'm being honest, are almost halfway through the popcorn already. The movie gets right into the action. Within the first couple minutes, the clown Aspen mentioned is already causing chaos. I thought clowns were supposed to be funny, but apparently this one didn't get the memo. I'm not bored, but I'm not exactly scared either. At one point, there's a loud bang as the evil clown jumps out of the darkness. Beside me, Aspen jumps in her seat, almost spilling the popcorn on the floor. Embarrassed, she wraps her arms tighter around it so it doesn't happen again. The movie lasts a lot longer than I expected. By the time we leave, it's almost lunchtime, although I'm too full on popcorn to be hungry. Oh no, I was hoping to get like a cute little like, oh, one of them gets scared and grabs the other one's hand, that kind of scene, but it's fine, I guess. Stepping out into the sunlight, I notice Aspen's face is pale and she wipes her hand on her blouse.
It was alright. I don't think I was ever very scared, though.
That's good. I thought I would be okay since I knew what was going to happen, but it startled me a few times.
You're good, Aspen.
Yeah,
You're so
I
fine.
noticed.
It's okay. At one point, she was even covering her eyes.
Types of movies very often. I'm glad you had a nice time though.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me. Maybe next time we can see something that's easier to watch.
Yes, I'd like that.
Finally, Aspen manages a smile. Oh, I love that. That was fun. But I think that's a good spot to end it. And then in the next episode, which I hope that in the next episode we can start going a little bit longer, but this is mostly just to start like helping me build it up again, that sort of thing, building up the backlog of episodes so I can start posting them. Granted, I say that, but I'm also still going to try and finish it. But it does look like the route departure is only 2 chapters. I thought it was going to be like entirely different playthroughs, but I guess it honestly makes a lot of sense since there haven't been a lot of like choices to make outside of like these moments. To like do other to like make choices that actually like change the game. So I guess it does make sense that that's probably like where is that where the split happens? I'm so curious. I don't super duper know. If it is, then that simultaneously makes people be like, oh, we're like pretty like we're not like close to finishing it, but we're like closer than I was expecting, which is simultaneously exciting because that means like it's one of those exciting things like you can like see the finish line, I guess. So you like I don't know, like something I like is ending. It's simultaneously both sad and exciting because I'm like the ending is like so hard because like sometimes if they stick the landing super well, then it's like that's where it becomes like, oh, this is like incredible, like one of the best things ever. But it's just like, oh, that means it's almost over. And as the story like picks up and goes towards the ending, the stuff like tends to just get better and better as it builds up to the climax, essentially. Like for me, like my favorite parts of the stories are usually like the beginning and like the build up to the climax, if that makes sense. That's why I tend to get excited like when we start nearing the end, but then when it actually ends, I'm like, oh no, please, why is it over, kind of thing. So if you've ever noticed that about me, I do like the build up to the finale. So, but it's also super weird because I like as excited as I am to get back into like Fate and to get into like First Snow and all that kind of stuff, especially since First Snow has a sequel, which that's fun. Like, dude, if they ever make a sequel to this, oh my gosh. Granted, I say not knowing how it ends at all, but like I'm also like, oh, that means I have less of it to play. I thought I still had another full playthrough to get. I don't know. I mean, maybe there could be like multiple endings per like Aspen or Juliet that it requires you to play through the game again. Granted, I don't know how much difference there would be between each of those playthroughs, or if it is just like picking different choices here on the map, essentially. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that being said, again, I'm simultaneously excited and very sad that it seems like we're semi nearing the end. We essentially only have 4. I mean, I was going to say we essentially only have 4 chapters left to play. We're not even done with chapter 3 yet, I think. Wait, where are we? Are we? Yeah, no, we're chapter 3 right now. Probably at like the end of chapter 3 if I had to guess, because we've been in it for a while. But yeah, with all that being said, I'd say we're probably like halfway through like playing this whole game essentially, which is again simultaneously exciting and sad. So I said that like 12 times. I want to say that because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to like rush through things or that I'm not enjoying my time with things, and that's why I want it to like be getting towards the end. It's just exciting and also sad. So with all that being said, I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Bye bye.